Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Kabir Considers. In this video, I'm going to react to 90-day fiance relationships that were complete scams. Now, 90-day fiance has rapidly become one of my favorite shows to watch. It's just addictive. I can't help but just watch the relationships just crumble. I mean, obviously I hope that they work, but it's just inevitable that most of them end up failing. And some of these relationships just have to be people trying to, get to America. Like, surely, it just doesn't make any sense. And I just find them really, really, really fun to watch. So this video here, because I've only been watching the show for about a couple of years, and I think 90 Day Fiance has been going on for like 10 years, so there's a lot that I haven't seen. So this should be a lot of fun, so let's do it.
It is common knowledge that reality television is not as real as its name suggests. So what viewers are shown on TLC's hit series 90 Day Fiance is not the whole truth, and in some cases it is actually a lot less than that. From cast members with ulterior motives to developments that are staged by producers, here are 90 Day Fiance relationships that were scams.
I remember her.
If you meet someone online, you can never be sure that they are who they say they are until you meet them in person, and a lot of the time it all ends with at least one partner being disappointed. Like so many 90 Day Fiance couples, Sean and Abby met on a dating site and eventually started dating despite an age difference.
I don't remember these guys.
Of over 20 years. When Sean flew to Haiti to meet Abby in person, drama was inevitable as Abby was still close friends with her ex-boyfriend Chris. He seemed to be the subject of most of their arguments, and when Sean finally met Chris, it ended in a huge blowout fight. After Sean returned to the US—
Hold on a minute, is he her ex-boyfriend? What? He looks older than this guy, and there's 20 years between them.
He and Abby continued dating for a while and even got engaged despite all their issues. However, the relationship didn't last very long, and by the end of the season 1 reunion, they had broken up, both venting on social media before eventually removing the scathing posts again. Following their breakup, Abby is reported to be dating someone else who appears to be from the US as well, but is a little closer to her age.
Fair play. This is the thing, I don't want to judge, Darcy. I don't want to judge anyone for, people are just looking for love and stuff. But I mean, when there's such a huge age gap between you two, do you think it's going to work? Like, if you're 30 and your partner's 60, by the time you're 45, they're going to be 75. They're going to be well into, like, elderly, But then again, it can work.
Darcy and Jesse appeared on the first 2 seasons of the 90 Day Fiance spin-off before the 90 days, but unfortunately they never even made it to the 90 days. They weren't exactly popular with viewers because they didn't really bring out the best in each other, constantly fighting even with Darcy's kids around. It seemed like Darcy was genuinely looking for love, while Jesse was a control freak who loved his stuff and his body more than his bride-to-be and was overly dramatic, constantly blowing things out of proportion and blaming all their problems on her. Ultimately, they both had their issues, and it turned out that their nearly 20-year age gap was the least of their problems.
I really love her with all my heart, and that's why this hurts so much.
I'm not a deceptive person, I'm not a liar, and I'm not manipulative, okay?
I'm not gonna argue with you.
I've seen like quite a bit of Darcy on the show, and honestly, I do think that, if anyone who's seen the show and has seen Darcy, you know what I mean.
There have been numerous couples with fairly big age gaps, but Mark and Nikki certainly take the cake. 58-year-old Mark and 19-year-old Nikki had met on an online dating site, and not long after they started talking, she moved from the
38-year age gap
Philippines to the US to live with Mark and eventually marry him. But if you think the age gap was their biggest problem, you are mistaken. The real threat to their happily ever after was Mark, because he was not only controlling and made Nikki sign a very one-sided prenuptial agreement, but also bought her the same car he had bought his first wife and wanted her to wear his daughter's old clothes, which his daughter thought was pretty weird too.
You're weird.
I know.
You're always weird.
I'm always weird.
That's why I love you so much.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome for that.
Just like most viewers, Mark's friends
He wanted her to wear his daughter's old clothes. What the fuck is that?
and family were pretty shocked to hear that he wanted to marry a woman 39 years his junior, who was actually still a teenager and younger than all 4 of Mark's children. Although they haven't appeared on any 90 Day Fiancé spin-offs thanks to a lawsuit filed against TLC, the couple are apparently still married but keeping a low profile and are not on social media.
They're still together. That's amazing.
Ashley and Jay Smith first met and instantly fell in love while Ashley was in Jamaica for a friend's wedding. They stayed in touch after Ashley left, and when she came back to Jamaica 6 months later, Jay popped the question. Despite having some doubts and all her friends warning her about Jay, Ashley eventually married Jay in Las Vegas in April 2018. However, just 3 days later, Ashley caught her brand new husband using a dating app, and there was generally a lot of drama.
3 days after the wedding. Oh my god, you dirty dog.
In their marriage, even by the reality show's standards. Although Jay reportedly cheated on Ashley at least twice, she decided to stay with him, saying that even though calling it quits might be the smarter thing to do if someone cheats on you, you don't just automatically fall out of love with them. She eventually filed for divorce in January 2019, but then changed her mind again a couple of weeks later. Since things didn't get any better between her and Jay, however, she filed for divorce again in April, as E! News confirmed through a Pennsylvania court.
Damn. I mean, for you to start cheating 3 days after you get married, you never loved her, man. You never did. You never did. You were doing it for ulterior motives.
Molly Hopkins met Luis Mendez while on vacation in the Dominican Republic, and the two ended up getting married in secret during the 90-day K-1 visa period, which led to a lot of complications during their eventual breakup. After originally appearing in season 5 of 90 Day Fiancé, the spin-off series Happily Ever After captured the breakdown of their marriage as well as subsequent reunions, but since Luis did not get along with Molly's 2 kids and was not interested in fatherhood, their marriage was pretty much doomed from the beginning, and after Luis just packed up his bags and left one day, Molly eventually filed for divorce in January 2018. After 6 months of being married, Luis claimed that he was emotionally and physically abused by her during their marriage, but got remarried 5 months after their divorce was finalized in September 2018, which left Molly feeling betrayed. In a fairly recent interview with E! News, she stated that she was now working on losing weight, focusing on her kids, herself, and her business, and generally feeling great. However, she added that she felt like Luis just played her. She said, "He is remarried, which leads me to believe he totally scammed me to get here on my money, even though we were together for almost 2 years prior."
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the people that come on 90 Day Fiancé are definitely trying to get to America to, you know, financially better themselves and things like that. It's undeniable. Like, I would honestly guess that the actual percentage of people that are genuine, that are doing it just for love, I'd put it at like 5%, honestly. I'd put it at 5%. I know it's fairly cynical of me to say that, but that's just the way I feel about it.
No one can deny that getting married within 90 days after moving to a different country is pretty fast, so it is understandable to be a little nervous. However, you should still be sure that the person you're about to marry is the one you want to spend the rest of your life with, and most people would expect you to have feelings for your future spouse. So Matt's friends were obviously pretty confused and a little shocked when his Ukrainian bride-to-be Alla admitted that she didn't actually love Matt. Her answer was met with awkward silence before a pretty uncomfortable conversation followed, as Matt's friends kept trying to get some sort of explanation out of Alla. While the couple appears to be happily married to this day, there is no denying that Alla's initial intentions were probably to get a green card.
She straight up told him that she didn't love him. Oh, talk about like a dagger. Oh,
If there was one couple whose relationship
these
basically
two.
everyone doubted, it was season 2's Danielle Mullins and Muhammad Jabali. They met in an online chat room and soon got engaged, prompting Muhammad to move from Tunisia to Ohio, according to E! It was pretty obvious that the couple had a lot of issues almost from the beginning.
I mean, just looking at them, looking the way they're sat, the distance between them, this just doesn't look like a relationship.
Reportedly keeping a lot of secrets from each other. Although they got married within the 90 days, Muhammad left Danielle for another woman soon after their time on 90 Day Fiancé ended. It didn't really come as a surprise to most viewers, as most of them expected that Muhammad was only using Danielle to get a green card anyway. The fact that he was constantly lying about his job status and described Danielle's look as acceptable before refusing to kiss her on their wedding day and to
He refused to kiss her. Damn. This is some straight savagery.
become intimate with her in general made viewers really suspicious. In an interview with Cosmopolitan, Danielle revealed that she spent a lot of money on him, saying that she had paid for Muhammad's K1 visa, their wedding, and their divorce. According to her, Muhammad promised to pay her back, but unfortunately never did. Understandably, Danielle was pretty upset about the whole thing, and in season 2 of the spin-off series 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After, she actually tried to get Muhammad deported, which didn't work though.
She tried to get... That's hilarious.
To this day, he is living in the US, but it seems like Danielle has managed to move on since she is reportedly dating a mystery man, according to the website The Hollywood Gossip.
Nice.
You backstabbed me this whole time!
Sad.
From the day she landed in Morocco, Azan made no secret of his feelings about Nicole's body,
my
and even with
God.
her sitting right next to him, he admitted that although he was attracted to her, it was just like 55%. And if she didn't change something, he wasn't sure if he would go to the US with her. He kept trying to persuade her to go to the gym in order to get in better shape, but he wasn't exactly sensitive about the way he tried to get her to be more healthy. As Nicole struggled to climb a sand dune in the heat in the middle of the desert, for example,
my
he tried to
God.
motivate and push her onwards by calling her lazy and telling her that she needed to work out more. From Azan's body shaming to the fact that Nicole ended up cheating on him while they were living in their respective
Wow, what a plot twist.
countries, it seems like these two would have long broken up if it weren't for the pressure put on them by the 90 Day Fiancé producers.
Wow, I'm so surprised because he was the one saying that, you know, oh, you're not good enough for me, blah, 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 you need to lose weight, blah, blah, blah. And then she then cheated on him. I guess when he found that out, he must have been like, wow. I mean...
Things were rocky right from the start for Chantelle and Pedro, with Chantelle's family immediately being suspicious of Pedro, claiming the Dominican native just wanted a green card and money. According to Chantelle's family, Pedro's mother pushed him to meet an American girl so he could move to the US for economic reasons, and the two families even had physical altercations. But it doesn't stop there. This couple's relationship recently hit a new low when Chantelle confronted Pedro during a 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After tell-all episode, claiming that he had visited
But they do look like a, you know, they're the same age. Like, they look like a couple. I don't see why they can't make it work.
his home country in order to sleep with other women, to which Pedro responded by saying that their relationship would never survive. During an episode of the couple's spin-off show, The Family Chantelle, Chantelle also stated that she was starting to realize that her marriage to Pedro was nothing but a scam, with her friend
my
claiming that
God.
Pedro simply married her to send money to his family.
wow.
Things got heated again when Chantelle's family confronted him about this, and the fact that there are even rumors about Pedro's sister actually being his wife doesn't exactly speak for a happy marriage between Chantelle and Pedro.
Thank you for checking this video out, and don't forget to smash that
Man, I mean, just watching this video has just further like shown me why I love 90 Day Fiancé so much. Just, it's almost like a mystery, like discovering, are these people for real? Are they really in love with the other person? Do they really want to be in a relationship, or are they just trying to get to the US? It's just, honestly, whoever hasn't watched the show, check it out. Honestly, it's hilarious. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.